Red 1 calls the pilots into 9 arrow formation. You'll now see the jets collapse to around 6 feet apart as they reach 6,000 feet or a mile above us and slow down to about 150 miles an hour as they have formed the shape of one big red arrow in the sky. The smoke goes off as their nose is down now, pointing towards the sea, accelerating back up to 300, 400 miles an hour. The G is building up. You can see the streamers coming off the wingtips as Red 1 tightens the turn and he enters a left-hand turn in 9 arrow. Red 1 is squadron leader David Montenegro. It's David's third and final year as the team leader. He is a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 air defense pilot. He first joined the team in 2009 and left in 2011, having been the leader of the synchro pair. He then moved on to instruct on the Tucano aircraft, teaching basic fast jet training before coming back to lead the team. So there he is at the front of this shape, where you've got Reds 4, 5, 8 and 9, a beam Reds 2 and 3. Reds 6 and 7 have moved out to behind Reds 2 and 3. Continuing this left-hand turn, here we go. Let's have a huge patriotic round of applause as the boys present Phoenix. Red 1 enters a reversal in Phoenix, using a very metronomic cadence in his voice so the outside pilots can really anticipate their control inputs. Looking as Phoenix climbs off to our right, on the leader's right wing is Red 2. He is Flight Lieutenant Toby Keeley and is one of our new pilots this year. Toby's a former Tornado GR4 pilot who then became a Hawk flying instructor, but not flying this version of Hawk. He was an instructor on the Royal Air Force's newest advanced jet trainer, the Hawk T Mark II, a much more relevant and modern training platform for training our 4th and 5th generation fighter pilots. Now, looking towards the Bournemouth Pier, we're in the shape of Spitfire for the Spitfire roll.
Rolling out, easy, up, roll.
Upside down now at 2,500 feet at 400 miles an hour, the silhouette of our Spitfire formation as they finish the Spitfire roll, which we've introduced this year to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Royal Air Force's Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, or the BBMF as it's known. The flight exists to commemorate all those who have lost their lives in service with the Royal Flying Corps or Royal Air Force since 1914. And the flight's motto is "Lest we forget." That is arguably the most important motto of any military unit, and we really have to remember that sacrifice. Front left now, Spitfire is in a left-hand turn. On the leader's left wing is Red 3, the next of our new pilots. He is Flight Lieutenant Dan Lowes. Lowes' background is solely as a Eurofighter Typhoon pilot, where he spent a number of tours and became a qualified weapons instructor. He'd like to say a big hello to his sister Jules and her boyfriend Clark, who are watching today. So a big hello to you guys. Looking front left now, we've got 7 smokes on. This is one of my favourite manoeuvres.
8, 9, roll.
This is Tornado. Here we go, Reds 8 and 9 with the blue and red smoke, rolling around the other 7 aircraft. Red 1 about to make it much harder for these guys as he enters a 3G left-hand turn. Reds 8 and 9 finishing the Tornado there, and now you'll see the smoke going off as Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 move to the very back of the formation, a beam Red 7's aircraft. Reds 8 and 9 will tuck in behind, and they're forming the shape of a fabulous feat of British aviation engineering excellence. It is the shape of Concorde. There we go, that shape being formed as they come round to the left. Red 1 just called tightening, squeezing now to around 3.5 G. On comes the white smoke. Let's have a round of applause for Concorde. On the bottom of the formation there is Red 5. Now, normally we take 2 or 3 brand new pilots into the team every year, but this year we have a returning former Red Arrows pilot. He is Flight Lieutenant Chris Lyndon Smith. He first joined the team in 2011, having led the synchro pair in 2013. He then moved across to fly this version of Hawk with number 100 Squadron, a unit that provides target training for frontline squadrons. So that's him at the top of the formation to our right as the three aircraft move forward on each wing to form our trademark shape. Touch of power, says Red 1. The smokes are about to come on. Ready for the Diamond Quarter Clover.
Out. And pulling. Up.
Pulling up at 400 miles an hour and at 4G.
7 left now.
Here go, Red 1's now twisting this towards us so we can see the silhouette of our trademark Diamond 9, 6,000 feet above us.
In the bank. Now.
And now twisting again as the noses are pointing vertically downwards. There's that Diamond 9 shape again in this beautiful blue sky as those 9 jets squeeze up to around 4G at the bottom of the quarter clover, smoking white. And as the smoke goes off, that now signifies the end of the first part of this Red Arrows display. Have we enjoyed it, everyone? Well, now we're about to get even better as we split into smaller formations of between 2 and 7 jets for some much more dynamic maneuvering. Looking to the front now, you'll see a big T-shape being formed. That's known as Dagger. At the front of Dagger are Reds 1 to 5. We call them Enid, after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And at the back, Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9, collectively known as a formation as Jippo. Jippo was the nickname of the gentleman who first led the back 4 aircraft when the Red Arrows started flying 9-ship displays back in 1968. So now rolling towards us, Enid at the top, Jippo at the bottom. Get your cameras ready as the smoke comes on to start the second part of our display with the detonator. Enid, break, go, says Red 1. They fan out at the top. Now keep your eyes on Jippo. With his smoke changing from blue to white on the right-hand side is Red 6. He is the leader of the synchro pair. He's Flight Lieutenant Tom Bold, and Tom is in his 3rd and final year as a Red Arrows pilot. He started his career instructing on the Tucano, also displayed that aircraft before then moving to fly operationally on the Typhoon. So that's Red 6 on the right with Red 8 following. Smoking on the left is Red 7, chased down by Red 9. 4 jets now descending to just 100 feet. Their closing speed is coming up to 820 miles per hour. Get ready for the Jippo pass. Turn, says Red 6. They keep their white smoke on. They go to full power and turn away from us now, pulling 6G or 6 times the force of gravity. So they really are working hard, pointing back towards us now. They're going to cross once more as they fly the Cyclone. Once again, the synchro pair are going to cross out the front in a maneuver known as the Slingshot. But now look to the right, down towards Sandbanks. Get down, says Red 1. The wings of Enid dropping down to form an inverted V-shape. Now looking left towards Boscombe Pier. Here comes Red 9. He's going to fly through the middle now in the Goose.
Right now.
Climbing very steeply off to the right with a couple of twinkle rolls is Red 9. He's Flight Lieutenant Emmett Cox, and he's in his 3rd and final year in the team. He's a former Tornado GR4 pilot and Tucano flying instructor who's actually from New Zealand, but he moved here in 2002 to join the Royal Air Force. Climbing away to our left is Enid, switching to white smoke, but now we need to look straight ahead to find the synchro pair. Here they come, pulling up at 500 miles an hour and 5 times the force of gravity. Now at 7,000 feet, they put their white smoke on. They're going to draw a huge heart in the skies above Bournemouth. Keep looking to the top right of the heart. Soon to appear is Red 8, who will add a final touch as he draws a spear through the heart. Now, the Bournemouth Air Festival wouldn't happen without all of the organisation from the council and also the festival makers. So for everybody who takes part in organising such a fabulous event, the 10th of which we're having this year, this is for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for all of your hard work to make this happen. There we go, Red 8 finishing the spear. He's Flight Lieutenant Mike Bowden, a third-year pilot in the team. He is a former Hawk flying instructor, Harrier GR9 pilot and Tornado GR4 pilot. Looking now for the synchro pair as they come back down to 100 feet left and right of us. Their pilots now are building the aircraft up to 400 miles an hour apiece. As they point back towards each other, they're going to fly the opposition barrel rolls. And now look to your front left, 45 degrees. Looking over to the front left. Enid line astern goes as Red 1. The white smoke comes on. They're now stacked top to bottom. Reds 1 to 5.
Left now.
Red 1 enters a left-hand turn. The following pilots now use their feet to input a lot of rudder and swing the jets out like a pendulum in line astern. Normally we fly our formations with the odd-numbered pilots on the left and the even-numbered pilots fly on the right. But in this shape, it's the other way round. We've got Reds 2 and 4 on the left and Reds 3 and 5 on the right. But now they want to switch back to their normal side, so they're going to do this in the slalom. Now in battle formation on their normal sides, 3 and 5 left, 2 and 4 right. They're lining up Red 1's wingtip and his nose. The aircraft next to them doesn't feature in their scan. They're actually all looking at Red 1's aircraft as they put their red smoke on. Red 1 now tightens the turn to around 4G. He's about to switch to white smoke as Enid present battle. Enid finished that formation as they roll out to our front right. Now bring your eyes further right for Jippo. In from the right is the Hurricane. Reds 8 and 9 there with the coloured smoke rolling around Synchro, who roll inverted and upright at different stages doing that brilliant Hurricane manoeuvre. That finishes off to our left, but now look right 45 to find Enid.
Left it, out, rolling, out, easy, up, Enid, watch up, step, super spike off, go. Come on, stop, and roll.
Enid now drawing the shape of a snake in the sky with red, white and blue smoke as they fly the Python.
Hold in the point, now, tight.
On the far right of that shape of leader's benefit is Red 4. He is Flight Lieutenant Matt Masters. Matt's a second-year pilot with the team. He is a former Tucano flying instructor and also a Tornado F3 air defense pilot. And I know Matt's mum and dad are watching today, so a big hello to you guys. And I'd also like to say a big hello to Jack and Max Bilby, who are watching this afternoon in Bournemouth. So Enid finished the second roll in the Python. Now you need to look straight ahead to find the 4 jets of Jippo.
Hold in the point, now. Enid, smoke off, go, Jippo, smoke on, go. Off the final. 8 and 9, roll, go!
Directly ahead, Reds 8 and 9 with the coloured smoke are rolling around 6 and 7. They then roll, ready for the Jippo break.
Go!
With his smoke changing from blue to white on the left-hand side is Red 7. He is Synchro number 2, Flight Lieutenant Cy Taylor. Cy is a second-year pilot in the team. He is a former Tornado GR4 pilot, before then moving across to fly the Typhoon, eventually becoming an instructor, teaching new Typhoon pilots how to fly that aircraft on the operational conversion unit. So now left and right, each synchro pilot coming back to 100 feet, ready to fly the double rolls. Pull go, says Red 6. They go to full power. Coloured smoke, 6G, upside down at 300 feet, back down to 100 feet. The double rolls finished left and right. Now look to your left to find Enid.
Enid, circle, step, light by 2.
Here come Enid with the white smoke on.
And 3, roll, step.
The inside pilots now pitch up to the outside as they fly the rollbacks.
Go! Go!
Enid finishing their symmetrical and colourful rollbacks to our right-hand side as they enter a left-hand turn. Now you need to look left and right again for the synchro pair and their final manoeuvre. Here they come with their white smoke on. Red 6 now from the left, Red 7 from the right, closing at 800 miles an hour. They're about to cross 3 times, pulling 6G in 360-degree turns. This is the carousel. Once again at full power, pulling 6G with coloured smoke on. They're going to cross 3 times. Now notice as they cross at the back, they swap their smoke colour from red to blue and vice versa. Coming around the front, they will switch back to white smoke. Now Bournemouth, please, let's hear it for the synchro pair. And now look straight ahead in the distance. Once again, Enid have been joined by Reds 8 and 9 for the displays finale. Coming towards us with the white smoke on. Here they come, ramping down up to about 350 miles an hour. One rolling, says Red 1. He puts his red smoke on and pitches up to draw the symbol for infinity around the rest of the formation. This is the infinity break. You've been watching the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows! Red 1 rolls out. He's going to put some white smoke on, so the other 8 aircraft get visual with him as quickly as possible. They're actually going to come to the right and give us one final fly pass before they head back to Bournemouth Airport, where our team of Blues are ready to service the jets as we depart up to Glasgow this afternoon. We're taking off for Glasgow in around an hour and 45, 2 hours time, getting ready for a display in Northern Ireland. So hence the reason we've started the proceedings here at the Bournemouth Air Festival on Saturday. So that's the team into a right-hand turn now. They're gathering up as a 9 ship, and they'll be coming in from our right in just a couple of minutes' time. If you'd like to find out more about the team, then please do visit our website, which is raf.mod.uk/Reds. If you're on social media, you can find us on Facebook, Royal Air Force Red Arrows, on Twitter, @RAF Red Arrows, and Instagram, RAF Red Arrows. If you are fans of sports cars and the team, then you can actually be in with a chance of winning a fabulous limited edition Aston Martin Vanquish S car. Only 10 of these cars have been made. Reds 1 to 9 have been sold privately, but Red 10 is up for raffle on behalf of the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. If you'd like a chance of winning that car, which is worth a staggering £275,000, then visit rafbf.org/red10.